Welcome to Bitter Reality Brewing. Yeah, I got a guest. This is Nico.
Hey, how's it going?
We are brewing an Altbier. He has a claw hammer. We might be brewing again in the future on a claw hammer, but today we're gonna brew on the Spike Solo. That's right, it's the Spike Solo. It's the one up off the ground, not the flat bottom. And I'll give you the recipe and he's gonna actually mash in. I'm gonna let him do the brewing. I'm tossing in the brewing salts, so we'll probably toss the brewing salts on our face or head, I don't care. I got a lot of water dripping here because I've been letting it sit. And of course, look what happened to the brewing salts.
Oh, good old Florida with the humidity.
Yeah. If you need humidity, come to Florida. We got plenty of it. The water just floats in the air. You know, we'll just let that water sit for a second. I'll put the brewing salts up here. That was probably the worst I've ever had with brewing salts stick, but it is what it is. Okay, we're good enough. I'm gonna mention what we have going and then we're on the system. I don't have the camera on here. I'll put a camera on here so you can see it later. But we're sitting at around 151. It's trying to get up to 152. We're gonna mash in at 152. I'm not doing a strike. We're just gonna leave it at that. It heats up so quick. I mean, it's a beast. It does a great job at being able to heat up quickly with the newer electric systems. And the Spike Solo is like, for a 10 gallon, it is a beast for that heating element. You've seen it before. If I do a boil, I cannot put it at 100% or we'll have water shooting out. Here's the recipe. 4 pounds, 12 ounces of Maris Otter, 3 pounds or 3.5 pounds, we'll call it, of Pilsner, 1 pound of Munich, 8 ounces of chocolate rye, 6 ounces of biscuit malt, 4 ounces of Carafa Special 1, 4 ounces of Cara Munich, and 4 ounces of flaked rye. I like rye, I like the chocolate in my alt beer. I probably should have put a little bit more chocolate, but I'm hoping the Carafa will give us enough. I'm not trying to make a chocolate beer. I just like the subtle hints of chocolate and rye. I was reading somewhere that actually using rye gives a hint of spiciness if you're not using noble hops. We are using noble type hops. I'm not gonna say they're 100% noble, but they're from Heritage. We got Halta Magnum as our 30-minute bittering hop at 1 ounce. And then I have a Halta, if I'm saying that even right, Hirschbrocker, which is going to be at the last 5 minutes, and that's 1 ounce just to help add to the spiciness. And we have White Labs Dusseldorf Alt Yeast, my only yeast I will use mainly for alt beers so far.
Really good choice.
Yeah, I tried another yeast, I won't name names, but I tried it years ago and it just wasn't, it wasn't the same yeast. It just wasn't. So this thing's, I think, sitting around 5.5% right at the top of the profile. I can't remember. Yeah, 5.5 is what we're hoping for, but that's also 1.017. I'm thinking the final gravity is probably gonna be lower. It usually is. Usually closer to like 1.014 or something.
Yeah.
But we'll see. IBUs are a little high, but not too bad. It's 41.2. I was trying to keep the bittering up because an alt beer is a balanced beer. It's not a bitter beer. It's not a malty beer. It's a balanced beer. I'm gonna let Nico go ahead and mash in, but we gotta put the mash piece in and I gotta put that tube on there. So this, if you haven't seen before, is the big old, instead of being a basket, it's a giant stainless steel part that helps for mashing.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's like a grate.
It's a very different approach, but I like it. Okay, we're gonna mash in real quick and we're gonna get the pump hooked up and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I know you didn't even know we left, but we're done. It's been mashing. It's been 90 minutes. I let it go a little too long. We got sidetracked. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna crank it up to 168. We're gonna lift this up a little bit, but we're gonna do a thing called a Vorloff. And I know you're looking at me going, what's a Vorloff? Nico's been doing it, didn't even know it was called a Vorloff.
Didn't even know. Somebody had to put a special name to something that I'm already doing.
Yeah,
so.
and I had heard about it eons ago and thought, okay, that's not a big deal. But it seemed to work really well for this last brew. So what I'm doing is I pick it up here, we'll turn the pump off for a minute, we'll make sure everything settles, and then I'll turn the pump back on for a few minutes just to let it kind of circulate while it's draining. That's a Vorloff. We're not gonna sparge, we already put plenty of water in here. We might have a little too much, but we'll figure that out, and if so, we'll boil it off. It's all good. Pretty easy to use.
Oh, very easy.
Yeah, it's very simple.
User-friendly.
Like, yeah, he figured it out in a heartbeat. So that's the Darth Vader control panel, I call it, the Spike Solo, which is, in case you can't see it on the camera, yeah, there you go. I didn't put the camera on it, I apologize. We've been multitasking, doing all kinds of things.
And the build quality too, it just feels like a solid piece. Like this could withstand my children knocking it over, you know, a good hurricane in Florida.
They might throw the toggles on you and you'd be like, why didn't my beer finish?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But besides that, like, it's such a solid piece.
It's very heavy. Everything's very heavy and very solid. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get up to 168, we're gonna mash out, and we'll resume on the boil. Okay, don't shorten the video. Sadly, Nico had to go home. Yeah, we took a little while to get brewing, so it took up a lot of his time. It's okay. he's invited back. We'll definitely do some more brewing in the future. Maybe get him to bring his claw hammer over and you know, try it out. Haven't tried it out. I've got a hop spider here. I don't really want to put a lot of hops directly into that beer, so I'm doing my 30-minute, which is Altbier Magnum, if I'm saying that correctly. Well, I am German by descent, but not by language. And we're sitting at 12.9%. It's a 30-minute boil. That's going to get us about 37.9 IBUs. And then when we add the Hirschbacher towards the end, that's going to get us another 3.3, putting us up right around 4 point something or 41 something. But I've got this in here. I'll move it around a little bit. Got 30 minutes left. Once we get down to the last 5 minutes, I'll drop the next set of hops. And on top of that, we'll drop the Whirlflock tablet, yeast nutrient, all that stuff. My throat is starting to dry up. I don't know if I'm getting sick or what the issue is, but it's just irritating me. Who knows? Maybe it'll go away. Usually pretty good at fighting off things. Keep watching. Okay, we're in the last 5 minutes. I'm adding 1 ounce of Halta Hirschbacher, and it's Yakima Valley hops, I believe. Okay, got the Whirlflock tablet. That'll work. And I ran out of yeast nutrient. So I got Fermento. Yeah, I know. Like, whoa, expensive stuff. But it's all clumping together. That's never good. Just add 1/4 teaspoon. This stuff is very fancy and very expensive. So that'll work. We'll close that one up because obviously it seems to attract moisture because I just noticed some clumping. We got 5 minutes. Once we get to the 5-minute point, we're going to cool it on down, rock and roll, and then we'll resume and pitch in the yeast. Dusseldorf alt yeast from White Labs. Cheers and welcome to Bitter Reality Brewing. Yes, I already pitched the yeast, but I had a little bit left in there, so I just rinsed it off. Had a mic problem. Yeah, it sucks. I already put the Clarity Firm in there, just in case there's any gluten people that are gonna be taste testing the beer. This is the alt. I already see floaties in there, but it's from all the gunk. It's all good. I already pitched the yeast. Like I said, I had some mic issues. Huge thank you to Nico. He had to bail a little early, not a big deal. We kind of got a late start. We were chit-chatting and everything. It's all good. But he is a guest brewer who used to be just a viewer. And like I said, I'm in Jacksonville. So yeah, guest brewers are all good. If you want to bring your own equipment, great. If you want me to use your equipment, you use my equipment, great, not a problem. Yeah, I've got to order some more yeast. I've got to update the inventory on my grains. We found a few little issues, but I got plenty of hops still. Definitely don't need any more of those. But hey, show me some love down here. Show Nico some appreciation. Definitely appreciate it. And I'm going to get this on the glycol system, get it down to about 66 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. I believe it was a 65 to 69 degree range. I'm thinking around 66, 67 is pretty good. Keep it on the cool, but in the middle of the range. And we'll get this fermenting. And then don't forget, stay tuned, watch for the taste test. Cheers. I'm gonna go get some food and some beer.